Greetings everybody, this is Neven, Atlas Vigilante, back again with once again, as you can see, a change of scenery. I am actually away traveling a bit on my summer vacation, but that is not going to stop me from posting some more videos, some more content, which you'll probably find interesting. And the topic of this video, Whoosh, the 21st studio album by the almighty Deep Purple. Truly one of my all-time favorite bands, which they've been for, almost 20 years now. And, as you can see, I got the box set edition, which will be, of course, we'll be checking its contents out very shortly. But I also got the limited edition, the colored LP, of course, in purple color. I believe that there were a couple of more editions of the vinyl released. Well, I know that there's a black edition here in the box set, but also I believe, I don't remember what the other two colors were. I believe there were two more colors. One of them was perhaps clear and the other blue, but yeah, I mean, do I like the album? Well, obviously I do, because why in all name would I have gotten the box set as well as the separate colored LP? But share just a couple of quick thoughts about the album. As I wrote in my the short review, the kind of jury that I'm part of in Sweden Rock magazine, I believe that on their, as I said, on their 21st album, and 50 years after Deep Purple pretty much defined the hard rock genre, they're clearly playing strongly on their latter-day strengths, and by which I mean, for example, for a third time around, they're working with the famous producer Bob Ezrin, which really suits the material very well. He's clearly, as on the two previous records, Now What and Infinite, he's clearly adding this more, this more colorful, more mysterious sound that he's known for. A lot of other bands that he's worked for. So production-wise, I mean, there's really nothing to complain here, and I mean, it does sound like Deep Purple. As they said here, putting the deep back into purple, and you could wonder a bit what they mean by this, but there has been some talks that they're on this album that they're slowly going more into a progressive direction, and that that could certainly hold through when you look at tracks such as the more brooding Man Alive, also Step by Step, The Power of the Moon, also a bit more mysterious songs, one of my favorites, The Power of the Moon. But then there are some more straightforward rockers such as Drop the Weapon, and also The Middle Pace were all the Same in the Dark. And I mean, one of their strengths, of course, that has never pretty much let up is the fantastic drumming by Ian Pace, and he still has his magical groove intact. And I mean, instrumentally, of course, Steve Morse, the guitarist, as well as the fantastic keyboardist Don Airey, I mean, they shine as strong as ever. And I mean, Roger Glover's bass playing always on point, always also adding that very important groove that Deep Purple has always been famous for. Ian Gillan, he does still, all in all, a tremendous job. I mean, looking at his, I believe that he's pretty much, it is now in August that he will be 75. So, I mean, that is no small feat at all to still be active and still delivering as well as he does. And I mean, as well as the entire band does. So overall, really solid record, I would say. As I also mentioned before, and as I wrote a little bit in Swing Rock magazine, what I'm what I'm missing here is perhaps, and I know that some people also pointed this out, a bit of more tracks with perhaps a more harder edge, and some more stuff which you really believe, like when you hear them, like, oh, this is stuff that will fit really well into the live set. There are clearly tracks which I look forward to hearing live. They'll probably play Throw My Bones, I suppose, the first single that they did. I mean, Dimension Drop the Weapon, Nothing at All. That is clearly also one of my top favorites. More of a, almost like a folk rock vibe to it. I also hope that they do that one live. But as I said, there's just not a whole lot of tracks that make me like feel, oh wow, this is an instant live favorite. Overall, what I would like to say is the album, it's the album that grows on you. Because I'll be honest with you, the very first time I heard it, when I received my promo for it, I wasn't that impressed at all. I was like, well, is this it? But then over the course of time, more and more that I listened to it, and the more that I let each individual song grow on me, the more the entire album did, and it was really something that the album, how would I put it, that was a huge plus for the album. So, I mean, what I would say, if you're not that impressed by Whoosh as of your first listen, do give it a few more tries, definitely. So yeah, good album, and of course one of my all-time favorite bands. I'm really glad that they're still doing what they're doing, and doing it overall really, really well. But without further ado, let's get into the unboxing. And yeah, why not also show the colored vinyl as well? Just open it right there. Just remove the plastic, and there we have a really nice gatefold with all of the guys present, of course. And it is a 2 LP set. As you can see, really nice artwork. I believe this is also the artwork that he used for the Throw My Bones single release. Yeah, all of the information right there about who did what on the album, and there it is, a glorious deep purple color. Very nice looking indeed. I just love in general opening. It is really a special feeling to when you open a new vinyl record, and especially when it's something that an album that you've been looking forward to having in a physical format in your hands for quite a while. And there's the second LP, as you can see, just the same as the LP1, obviously, and some more information there. What I'm actually missing, and which I first thought was on I thought that the lyrics, there aren't present anywhere. They weren't printed on the inner sleeves, and they aren't in the gatefold, and there's no separate insert with them. So that's a bit, that's a bit too bad, because I mean, the Ian Gillan still does some tremendous lyrical stuff, so really well worth to have them printed here. I don't know if that was also the case with the last album, Infinite, that they did, but perhaps we'll find the lyrics in the box instead. So let's dive into this little beauty here. Just be careful so you don't mess anything up. So there we go. Oh, it's there. We have that out of the way, and this, yeah, there's the like the information with all of the stuff there, and which we'll take a look at right now. So just managed to get it open. All right, let me just try to get a pretty nice view here. All right, that perhaps will do. So to start with, we have a limited edition T-shirt with the spaceman, the astronaut, that they have been using as a promotional theme, and which is of course present in the artwork for the album. Very nice. Then we have the Digipack with the CD, of course, and this is very nice. This is a really thick. This is one of these like flimsy cardboards. This is like one of these. They're called digibooks, or I don't know if they're called something else today, but really nice, thick, sturdy quality, and yeah, I just love when the bands, when they also make an effort to do the CD editions really nice as well, because as you know, I love both CDs and vinyl. So it's interesting that also in the CD they did this kind of, the track listing is separated into, as you can see here, Act 1 and Act 2, and well, so I guess they put some thought into it, because it's, I mean, obviously Act 1 and Act 2 is separate over the two vinyl records, but still they felt the need to point it out on the CD as well. So I mean, that's kind of a nice touch right there, I would say. Definitely nice looking CD, and you can see the booklet is like present. And yeah, here you have it, as I said, and as I hoped, all of the lyrics, but they're kind of like, I guess that also goes together with the theme of the album, but the lyrics are kind of, how would I put it? Let me just show it here. The lyrics are like the words are like artistically separated, so it's kind of a bit hard to read. I mean, I can just show it right here. So yeah, you can see the lyrics are present, but they're put there in such a way that it's kind of isn't, well, yeah, of course it isn't that hard to read them, but well, interesting touch nonetheless. And well, I do appreciate that the lyrics are present nonetheless, but it's just too bad that they couldn't make it in the regular vinyl edition. But anyway, moving forward, great CD edition as well. And then we have it is 3 10 inches vinyl, which is what they called the, let's see here, 3 colored 10-inch vinyls containing the Infinite Live Recordings Volume 2. So they did a live record a couple of years ago after they released the Infinite album back in 2017, which was called the Infinite Live Tapes Volume 1. So this is the continuation on that. And speaking of that, I should also point out that the nice CD edition also contains a DVD, and I believe this CD you can also buy it separately with this extra, which is the DVD. It contains it does contain an interview with Roger Glover as well as Bob Ezrin, but also the full live show from Hellfest, the festival that they did back in 2017. And if I remember correctly, this is the recording that is for the live album, the Infinite Live Tapes Volume 1. So you also get that one, the full concert in both audio and obviously video. So very nice indeed. And some more live stuff on here, which let's see where it's recorded. Yeah, all 3 of these is from the same show, recorded in Rio 2017, and I believe it looks like it's kind of the same set list as the Infinite Volume 1 from the tour which they did in for supporting their previous album Infinite, but there are some slight variations in the set list when comparing the Volume 1 and Volume 2. And so yeah, you get pretty much an entire live show spread over 3 10-inch vinyl, and they are separately colored. Here we have a purple one, then a well, I guess the former was just regular purple, because this would definitely be, I don't know if it's showing up correctly, but yeah, this would definitely be what is referred to as deep purple. Nice looking. And the third one is just plain regular clear vinyl, but very cool looking, this one as well. And I mean, 10-inch vinyl, this is probably, even though the recording is probably very fine and so, and the band sound good, I'll definitely be listening to this a couple of times at least, but I'll probably won't really revisit this 10 inches that often, because honestly it just feels a bit of a hassle to turn the sides so forth when, I mean, good material, but it's like nothing really exclusive, but nonetheless cool stuff. And then you have, moving on, a very nice picture, which they of course use as the gatefold. And what is this called? Is this like, yeah, this is one of the 3 art prints, which you could frame if you'd like, of course. Nice looking. So this is the first one of the 3, and here are the second 2. So you can see just a plain, nice looking, I mean plain, it's not plain looking, I wouldn't say, it's really artistically cool looking. The album artwork, and then also the artwork that I mentioned that was used for the Throw My Bones single. Perhaps also Man Alive, which they also released digitally a couple of months before. Nice. And I believe that was pretty much it, apart from I could manage to, yeah, and this is just a regular black vinyl, so I mean nothing much to show here because it is the same as the purple one, apart from obviously the color. But I could just check quickly, but no, I mean I just want to check if perhaps there was some lyrics in here, but no, that doesn't make any sense. Why would they put lyrics with the black edition but not with the purple limited one? So yeah, once again, no lyrics with the vinyl edition. And I know that this sounds like some sort of nitpicking, which I obviously have been coming back to several times in this video, but I mean this is something that as we all know, the vinyl editions is pretty much always much more expensive than the CD ones, so I just feel that it's too bad when bands, it's not always the bands that does these decisions, but whoever it is, the record company or the people responsible for making the art and making the putting together the entire record package. I mean, whoever was responsible, just too bad when you get you get less with what is usually the more expensive vinyl editions, and then you get more with the CD edition, because if you would just compare this, alright, so here we have the regular black one, 2 LP set, nice looking, but here in this CD edition, as I said, you get apart from the album, you also get an extra DVD with an entire live show, and as I said, with the lyrics in the booklet. And it's well, I would guess, even though this is a limited edition, I would say that this sells cheaper separately than the vinyl edition. So that is something that, yeah, I mean, it is a bit of a missed opportunity. I won't be going on about this for very much longer, but yeah, I mean, the lyrics, they could have just easily put them on some sort of insert. Nonetheless, this box, well worth the money, and I should perhaps point it out that the regular this special edition purple one, I got this from for about 34 euro, so it is a bit pricey, but the box set, it cost me I believe about 66 euro, so that's not even the double of what the regular vinyl cost. And once again, look at everything that you got in the box set, like the regular black vinyl, the CD edition with extra bonus live DVD, the just to make a fast recap here, the art prints, the even more live stuff, the Infinite Live Recordings Volume 2 over 3 10-inch, over 3 10-inch vinyl. And of course, nonetheless, a t-shirt, because I mean, just a t-shirt, just if you would order this, or just a t-shirt from any band separately, a t-shirt can cost you like 20-30 euro, just that. So I mean, definitely when talking about if this box is worth it when you look at the cost, and if you get the bang for your bucks, I would definitely say yes. And if you're like me, a huge fan of the band, this box is very well worth it. But I mean, even if you're not like the world's largest fan of Deep Purple, the music is definitely worth checking out just in itself. So definitely both musically and content-wise in the box set. A good job by Deep Purple and everybody else involved. So yeah, Deep Purple, Whoosh, do check it out, people. Do give it some more spins if you don't like it immediately, because I think that it could be very well worth it, as it was for me. And that was it for this video, but I'll be seeing you very soon again. But until then, everybody, take care of each other, support all of the music that you love, artists, record swords, and so on. You know the deal, and I'll see you very soon again. But bye for now.